Alright then guys, welcome back to the channel. Now before we start this video, please do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe and leave your comments in the section below. Guys, we have to talk about Deontay Wilder. Where did it go wrong for Deontay Wilder? I'll tell you where it went wrong. When Deontay Wilder stopped learning and developing and growing as a boxer, that is where it went wrong. So Deontay Wilder won the titles in 2015 from Steven. He then went on to defend the title up until 2020 when he lost it. Now, within that time, Deontay Wilder had 10 title defenses. Successfully, of course, to some really below par oppositions. When he came up to, some really good opponents, he lost. During that 10 defenses, Deontay Wilder did not unify the division once. It is absolutely unheard of for a champion in the heavyweight to hold the titles for 10 defenses and not unify the division once. The opportunity to fight Anthony Joshua was on the table. It is documented. The Zone actually put money on the table for Deontay Wilder to fight Anthony Joshua twice, which is over $100 million. And Wilder, for some reason, how that happened, I don't know, did not take that Anthony Joshua fight. When he was a champion, Joseph Parker was a champion, and he could have unified the belts with Joseph Parker. He could have fought Anthony Joshua. There was numerous good heavyweights during that time that Deontay Wilder could have fought, but didn't fight. The last time we saw Deontay Wilder was in Saudi Arabia against Zhilei Zhang, where he got absolutely demolished. And so the question is, where did it go wrong? Where did it start to go wrong for Deontay Wilder as a champion and as a boxer? Now, you can go back and look at before the Tyson Fury fights where he fought, Ortiz, Brazil, and, fought some other guys as well. Now, the thing about the Ortiz fight, he got a lot of credit for, which, I don't see how he gets so much credit for fighting Ortiz, who Ortiz himself didn't have the best of resumes. And in both fights, Wilder was losing. And then for some reason, Wilder found the equalizer, which is his best thing in his career, the right hand. Deontay Wilder, and I've always maintained my opinion about Wilder, Deontay Wilder is an average fighter when it comes to technical and ability. But Deontay Wilder is elite when it comes to punching. And that punching power is basically his saving grace all the time when he's losing a fight. But you see, as you fight elite oppositions, or as you go up in oppositions, you come against fighters that you can't knock out easily, that can take your power or that can get away from the power. And that's when you need your skill, you need your your ability in the ring, you need your boxing IQ, you need your footwork, you need your technical ability to be able to support you in winning that fight. And because Deontay Wilder don't have any of that, he was found wanting in Tyson Fury fight, in Joseph Parker fight, and then in the Zhilei Zhang fight. Now, with the Tyson Fury fight, Deontay Wilder, got absolutely demolished in the second fight. After the first fight being called as a draw, which I thought Tyson Fury won the first fight anyway. Where the cracks started to show in Deontay Wilder's career is when he fired his trainer, Mark Breland, who actually saved him to be able to fight Tyson Fury for the third time. In that second fight, if Mark Breland had not stopped that fight, Deontay Wilder would not be able to fight Tyson Fury, because Fury was going to absolutely destroy him in that fight if that fight was not stopped. When Deontay Wilder fired Mark Breland and hired Malik Scott, that is when you know that things have gone all the way wrong. Since he's been with Malik Scott, Deontay Wilder has never won a fight. He's lost all his fights since he's been with Malisco. And you can see that his relationship with Malisco is just bros, really. It's just friendship. It's not a fighter and a trainer relationship. But the way I see it, Deontay Wilder's, career has gone this way because of his ego, because of his unwillingness to learn and develop as a boxer. When you fall in love with your power, and this is like, with punches, when they fall in love with their power, they forget that there are other aspects to boxing. And so when they come across a fighter that they can't knock out, then they find themselves in deep waters. And that's what Deontay Wilder did. Because for Deontay Wilder to be a champion for about 9 years and not, have a jab, he doesn't have a left hook, he doesn't have an uppercut, although he dropped Luis Ortiz with an uppercut, but we've never seen Deontay Wilder throw that much of an uppercut. He doesn't have a footwork, right? It is miraculous that Deontay Wilder was a champion for that long. But of course, the reason why is because he was not fighting top-level opponents. Dillian Whyte was ordered to fight Deontay Wilder, and for some reason, Wilder found a way to swerve that fight. He took the Tyson Fury fight because Fury was coming off of a layoff. He was trying to get his fitness, and Deontay Wilder thought maybe that was an opportunity to knock Tyson Fury out. But of course, Fury is a better fighter technically than Wilder, so Wilder could not get him out of there. So every time that Deontay Wilder has stepped up, he's lost. And although he's won the championship, the WBC championship, Wilder has not, behaved like a champion. His behavior outside of the ring, talking about he wants to catch a body in the ring, wants to kill someone in the ring, that is unbecoming of a champion, really. His behavior outside of the ring about, he just needs a few seconds in the ring and all other fighters need 12 rounds. You don't say that as a champion or as someone that takes your craft seriously, or as someone that is not allowing your ego to get in the way, because your power is not always going to bail you out. And we've seen that now for the last 3 or 4 fights where he hasn't had a win in 5 fights. And it's sad to see because at some point Deontay Wilder was very exciting, and characters like Deontay Wilder are needed in heavyweight division. But for someone like Deontay Wilder to be able to have a longevity in his career, he needed the skill, he needed the technical ability, he needed to have a jab, he needed to have a left hook, he needed to have an uppercut, he needed to have a good footwork. All the things that he rejected to learn from trainers like Mark Breland, who was an incredible fighter in his own right, in his own day. So Deontay Wilder stopped learning, stopped growing, stopped developing. Ego got in the way. His fans filled his head up with ridiculous things. Deontay Wilder came up with some of the most incredible excuses when he lost to Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder was saying and doing things that was unbecoming of an ex-champion after the Tyson Fury win. All of these things, sort of contributes to the way Deontay Wilder has then sort of walked through his career up until this stage. And those fights with Tyson Fury took a hell of a lot out of Deontay Wilder. When he said to his people, "Don't take me out of this fight, I want to go on my shield," that was the worst mistake that Deontay Wilder could do. I get it. He's a fighter. He's a champion. He's brave. But when you're taking a pummeling, when you're taking a beating in a fight, you need your trainer to get you out of there. You don't want to be there. You've got kids, you've got family. But Deontay Wilder insisted he wants to go out on his shield. And that Tyson Fury beatdown has contributed to the way Deontay Wilder is now. And Deontay Wilder right now, at this moment, is a shell of himself. He looks like a deer in headlights. Deontay Wilder looks like a shadow of himself in the ring. Getting knocked out by Zhile Zhang. Getting absolutely pummeled by Joseph Parker in the ring. It's sad to see. but maybe it's deserved because Wilder did not give himself the opportunity to learn the craft of boxing. What do you guys think? Get in the comment section. Let me know what you think about Deontay Wilder's career. Where did it all go wrong for Wilder? Of course, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one.